Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashem Rakahadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the Akim and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Achananawah. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I'm driving, but I'm about to go into a car wash real quick, but I'm waiting on this person to come out. But I wanted to just get a quick little lesson in on I'm gonna start at Proverbs 24:30. It says, I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction, right? Yet a little sleep and a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man. So I wanted to go off into this because let's see, I'm about to go into this car wash. Salaki. Could get a little loud in here, a little something, but should be able to hear me. But I was going into this lesson because yesterday I was about to go for a bike ride, seeing this older gentleman that I don't know him like that. I've never been in his house or anything like that, but I was seeing him out and about in his yard and stuff like that here and there. You know what I'm saying? And I've spoken with him before over the past couple of years. It's rare, but I seen him. I noticed he was trying to fix a window on his Jeep. You know how those back windows that flip up. They got the two hydraulic stands on both sides, and he had ordered some pieces from Amazon. He said, where he wanted to change the hinges out because one of the hinges had rusted to the point of being broken. And it was just like it's a fairly new Jeep. I was like, but damn, like what, have, but I kind of tell, but you kind of, when you come across people where they garage have turned into, because that's where he was at. They have turned into a complete storage place. You got shit everywhere. He didn't know where his tools was. He didn't know what shit was. And I'm just looking, the whole his whole Jeep, it was like a one-seater. It was shit all over the Jeep, power to the roof, shit everywhere. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm just looking at this shit like, like, yeah, this brother, man, I guess once you get older, I don't know. But he's not that old like that. But it's just run over, man. It's like just shit everywhere. But I'm thinking that when I seen him at first, I'm thinking this is only going to be for a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I seen him trying to lift the window. I'm like, you need a hand. So I stopped, jump off my bike, and I'm holding the window. I didn't know that this little couple of minutes was going to turn into, like, I was dealing with this dude for like fucking 3 hours damn near. Which that was, kind of my fault on my side. Because I should have just been like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. But, scripture kind of popped in my mind, like, you know what I'm saying? If a man asks for, basically a mile, go 2 miles with it, rough paraphrase. Lock you, which he didn't ask me, but I kind of offered to help. But once he said yes, you know what I'm saying, I was but I didn't think I was gonna be doing what I was doing, because now I'm holding a damn window and lock you. Yeah, this watch should be over ready to say. But I'm holding the window up, and he doesn't have, he's looking for tools. He doesn't have shit, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know how he was gonna do that by himself. But overall, it was just kind of crazy, man, because long story short, as I'm trying to tell him what, trying to help, because I went to my house and got some of my tools and everything. I jumped on my bike twice and went back to my house to try and, help him out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I got this tool at the crib and I got a saw, whatever. Because he's trying to saw off old ass pieces, but he just kept doing shit. It was just like he wouldn't stick into what the fuck he was supposed to have been doing. Like you prolonging the process. But anyway, long story short, Finally get this piece of bolt cut off that he needs to get this hinge off to put on the new hinge. And I'm still holding the window. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, looking out for him on that end. And then he's trying to adjust the piece, and I'm telling him like, yo, that's not it's not adjusted right. That's not gonna work. I said that's not gonna work like that. I said, you know what I'm saying, it's not flush, with the glass, just the way that it was. I'm like, that's not gonna work, bro. That's not gonna work. He wasn't listening to me. He kind of got loud with me again. He was like, like, no, that's how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be like that. This, that. I said, all right, well, So soon as he let the glass down, I'm talking about soon as he started letting the glass down, that bitch just exploded. Boom, kind of got, that sound, because those glasses, that's where it's got your, your heater core, where pretty much your, where, if it's snowing or whatever, your, it kind of, the defrost type of deal. It's got the little lines going across, you know. But man, that shit exploded and that glass hit the ground so damn quick. And I'm just standing there because after he started just kind of fussing, I'm like, what, I'm just ready. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm ready. I'm just ready to go now. As soon as I started thinking that thought, he pulled that damn glass down just slightly too, just a little bit, and that shit exploded. And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really nothing I could say. I'm just thinking to myself, like, even when you're older, it's good to take counsel. It's just because a person is younger than you, that don't necessarily mean that they don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? You still can take counsel from them. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm telling them, I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, bro, that's not right. You know, that's not right, bro. I'm telling you now, it's not even. It's not. It should be plush more. It shouldn't. That shouldn't be leaning up against the glass like that. This, that, and the third. But man, he won't fucking listen. And he done that shit. I was like, damn. But anyway, overall, the point of the lesson is, just letting it get to that point. And then he was like, because he was trying to avoid spending, he said $500, I guess taking it to the dealership. And he and then the wicked old nigga was like, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I'm just gonna tell her, I'm gonna do a report that somebody broke the window and tried to break in. I'm like, oh man, let me get the fuck out of here, man. I said, all right, well, sorry about your window, man. I got on my bike and I, took my little tools home and I went on for my bike ride, which took me, I was dealing with this dude for like 2.5 hours or so, man, like literally. And let me get another scripture while I'm at this light here. Ecclesiastes, what is it, 10 and 18? It said, yet by much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. And that can be with anything, man. That can be with your health. Because like I said, shit, he was, he had nerve damage in his leg. Matter of fact, he tried to stand up on a chair to look at the top of the hinges, and he fell off so damn hard, I damn near dropped the fucking window trying to, because it shook me, because I'm like, my natural instinct is to try and grab him and, try and make sure he was all right away. He was like, no, no, just hold on to the window. He laying on the damn ground trying to get up. He finally gets up, then he trying to get back up on the damn chair again. And he couldn't even get up there. I'm like, bro, you need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Just do it this way. Do it this way. He would not fucking listen though. So ended up, that glass shattered. He was like, damn, I'm gonna have to spend that 500 anyway. But then he was talking about how he was gonna, just basically lie that somebody had broke his damn window and tried to break into the truck. I'm like, man, let me get the fuck away from you, bro. You know, I mean, you conversate with people, cool dude. You know what I'm saying? As far as conversation, you got some stories and shit, but overall, still again, just because somebody's and you know what, I really was just trying to, when I was thinking about it, the spirit just kept telling me, don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Just hold the glass for him, let him do his thing. So if anything happens, and I don't know why I was thinking, like, in case this motherfucker break, he won't be able to say, oh, I told you, it was your fault. That was what was hitting me in my spirit, and I'm glad, because I didn't touch nothing like that. I was like, you know what? Let me just chill. That's important to listen to the spirit too, man. That's another thing. I'm glad that I was listening to the spirit in that area, because he could have easily said, well, I told you, you done this, and you. Nah, bro. I'm just holding the motherfucker up. I'm trying to tell you what to do, though. I'm trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to tell you that's not gonna work, man. That shit exploded, like, for real. But it's just a couple of scriptures kind of flew through my mind, as far as not being slothful. That goes with your health. That goes with actually being in this truth for real, reading, doing lessons. You know what I'm saying? Not being slothful about it. You know what I'm saying? Just being diligent, man, in the work and continuing in this truth. You know what I'm saying? In the proper way, praying, being diligent about prayer. Because we're living in this and about to get into the thick of this thing, man. But I just seen all that shit and all that junk and just looking at how he just let that damn truck fall apart. And I got an uncle like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we smash my uncle shit, the nigga, the damn living room. I mean, the damn house just looked like an episode of fucking Sanford and Son, man. Like, bro, how you let the shit get like this? You know what I'm saying? You sleeping on the couch, you living out of the living room. Your bed is a damn couch in the living room. You know what I'm saying? It's like you using your bedroom as a storage room. That motherfucker piled to the roof with shit. It's like, why would you live? Why would you? I mean, like why, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the deal? And actually, he has a job in cleaning. So they do say that people that have jobs in certain areas, the jobs that they normally have, they don't do if they get off work. They don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you cook at a restaurant all the time, you may not necessarily want to cook when you get home. So I get that, but still, I'm just thinking to myself like, well, man, damn, why would you let like the whole damn, you sleeping on the couch, the whole house smell like nigga. You won't let up a window. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you walk through the damn doors like it's looking like just like an episode out of Sanford and Son. Like, dude, what the hell? I can't even say Sanford and Son. Hell, leave Sanford and Son shit, nigga, shit cleaner than that. You know. But anyway, man, that's that slothfulness, man. His truck looked the same way. His damn truck a fucking one seater. You know what I'm saying? You know them people that you see you riding and shit all in the back seat, shit all in the passenger seat, shit all in the back, the trunk full, like dude, and then hoarding shit. Just because when he was moving, and I'm looking like, well, why are you bringing all this old ass tore up shit with you? Put that shit on the curb. Let the trash dumpster people come get that shit. He taking old ass component sets, old ass like shit that's broken, bro. Like shit that just don't work no more. Like why are you when people move, you generally want to get rid of excess clutter. You know what I'm saying? You don't bring the clutter with you. That motherfucker brought all that come looking like, bro. Why would you want to, man? Come on, bro. Throw all that shit away. I'm talking about the motherfucker. The living room is the garage. You know what I'm saying? He got he, everything that you have in your garage is in the living room. I'm like, I was just looking like, bro. And I can't do nothing but shake my head every time I see it. Like, man, goddamn, bro. You doing too much, man. Like, anyway, though. But that just comes from, people get set in their mindset. And those are spirits, too. Those are spirits, man. Because me personally, I hate being around a bunch of damn clutter. I like shit to be wide open and clean. I don't like a bunch of shit around me. I don't know. It's just something about me. I just don't like that shit, man. That shit aggravates the fuck out of me. So I guess that's why I get a little bit aggravated when, I come into his vicinity, man. Like that, nah, bro. I can't be in here. I just look at that shit and it just disgusts me. And I just, a matter of fact, it instantly agitates the fuck out of me. Like immediately. And so it's like a spirit. I had to catch myself, man. You know what I'm saying? To keep him cussing his ass out because he is my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can try and explain shit to people, but man, I be at a point where I just be wanting to just go the fuck in on his ass, like straight up, with all disrespect. So I just keep my motherfucking mouth shut. But anyway, though, I just wanted to just touch on this, man. Pray to this edifying by the spirit. To just, hey, if you got shit to do, man, just do it. I'm speaking to myself too. Just stand on top of shit. Because sometimes you'll get to that point of, you want to take a break. You take a break. Sometimes you can take a break and the break too goddamn long. And then next thing you know, you under or you behind. You don't want to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is on that, man. Shit, I'm just yeah, just at the plantation, man. I was kind of making a run real quick. Wanted to do a quick little something. So yeah, man. I pray that this lesson was edifying, man. Just whatever you have to do, pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai to get it done, because the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. It's that carnal, man. But see, once you get up and get past that carnal, and you actually get it done, you feel good about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you won a war damn near. You've broken a barrier. You know what I'm saying? Because that flesh is like, it's almost like getting out of bed in the morning. Matter of fact, it's another scripture that's in here that talks about it's kind of funny too. Damn, where it talks about slothfulness too, talking about how a nigga be in the bed and he roughly paraphrasing, he rolls back and forth like a door on his hinges. Like one of those. It kind of reminds me of one of those restaurant doors. That the ones that swing forth and back. You know what I'm saying? And you know how you be in the bed and you just rolling over, you on your damn left side, you rolling over, you on your right side, you roll back, you on your damn back. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you just fighting to get up. You don't want to get the fuck up out of bed. But it talks about being slothful, man. You know what I'm saying? Not being slothful and getting your ass up, handling business. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said again, hey man, that's for me too. Shit, I'm speaking to myself. You know what I'm saying? So, just hey, whatever you got to do, man. Just get up and do that shit, man. Don't pray to y'all. Hey, I can do all things to Yahweh Shema Shah, who strengthens me. You got the strength, man. Just go ahead and just get to it, and eventually the shit will be over with. It'll be done. I can't front. It's certain shit I just don't like doing, but it's got to be done. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala and a Bible Ball.